Alright, so first thing I do in the morning is obviously wake up. I wake up around 6:25 in the morning. Usually the light kind of shining between my blinds is what wakes me up. Then I go out and start my coffee. That's after I get all of my makeup, hair, dressed for the day, all of that stuff done. If you guys want to see like a get ready with me in the morning or like a morning routine or something like that, you can comment down below. But so I just get my coffee together. We use our loose grounds because we do a French press, and it's the caramel flavor from Starbucks. And so I just put, I don't know, a little bit to cover the bottom. I'm making an iced coffee, so you're supposed to add more coffee grounds if you're making it iced. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, and then so once the kettle is boiled, I pour it into the French press, and I usually fill it up to that silverish line, and then you are to let it sit for 4 minutes. So I'm just gonna wait there. And you can see my little rice cakes that I'm eating for breakfast. I love those things. Those are caramel as well. And then so after that, I'm going to grab some frozen shrimp out of the freezer and put it in the fridge so it can thaw for the day. And that's just going to go in a seafood boil in my Instant Pot. So if you guys wanted to see that, you definitely can. I think there'll be a video soon. After that, I head to the hallway and feed my dog. She gets a little over 1 cup in the morning. She's 7 months old, so she's a growing girl. And so I put her fruit away, and then I'm just going to give her a couple little pats on the head and tell her that I love her very much and I'm sorry for leaving her, but I have to go to work. And she doesn't like when I wake her up, but I have to see her before I go. Alright, and then I say goodbye to my other dog. He doesn't really acknowledge me either. And now I'm back. I'm going to use my French press to make some iced coffee. So it's been sitting for about 4 minutes now. I just put ice cubes in it first. I usually put a lot of them in there. We used to do frozen ice cubes, but they were made out of coffee, so when they melted it wouldn't dilute the coffee, but we just didn't have any on hand. I add a splash of cream, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the French press to make the coffee, and you just kind of have to push it down super slowly. But I was in kind of a rush this morning, so I probably did it a little bit too fast, but that's okay. But yeah, and then I made a pretty big heap or helping of this iced coffee. Usually I wouldn't make one this big, but I knew it was going to be a long day at work, so I wanted to make sure I started myself off with enough energy. Alright, and so we're just going to pour it in there, and then as you can see it's kind of melting the ice cubes, but that's okay because we've got enough in there where it's going to, it's still going to be cold. It's going to cool everything down. And I could give it a little bit more time to cool, but again, I was kind of running late this morning, so. Alright, and there's me with the finished product. Very happy. Now we're at work. I usually get there around 8 a.m. And I just start my day with answering emails, making sure that all of my to-do lists from the previous days are done. And then I go ahead and make my own to-do list for that particular day, and that usually consists of any emails that I've gotten of things for me to do, or things that I might need to check back on and make sure that other people are following through with their jobs. But yeah, if you guys want to know more about my job, I can definitely do a video on it. I'm a marketing specialist for a neurosurgery clinic. So if that's something you guys are interested in at all, or maybe just career advice or anything of that sort, please let me know in the comments, and I can definitely kind of go into a little more detail of how I got the job that I did, how I wound up there, and maybe a little more detail into what I do. But yeah, so, and then I just kind of work on making graphics, a lot of design work, things of that sort. and basically just kind of chill in my office. I listen to a ton of podcasts. I watch a couple YouTube videos, that kind of stuff, just to kind of pass the time while I'm working because I tend to work a lot better with background noise than complete silence because that just kind of like freaks me out. There's a little bit of my office, so you can see I've got some rat cards there that I've designed, all of that kind of stuff. Now I am on a Zoom call. This call lasted about an hour and a half, which was really, really good. I took a lot of good notes, and now we are clocking out, so it's about 5:16. So usually I work from 8 until 4. Today I had to stay a little bit later because I had some stuff to get done, but so my office is all closed up for the day. I come home around 6 o'clock. I see my husband, my brother-in-law, and my dog, and then I get right into filming a video and cooking dinner. This is a seafood boil. If you want to check this out, you definitely can. It will be in some kind of video at some point. We did film it. I just have to edit and upload it. It's out of one of my favorite cookbooks, which is all about Instant Pot recipes. And so we were really excited. There I am just draining the seafood boil. Bear is enjoying all of the smells. This is before the seafood boil was drained. It's cooking in all of that yummy liquid. Super excited about this recipe. It was so good. It was a little bit spicy for me, but I'm a pretty big wimp. That is my cameraman. He is wonderful. I really appreciate him. Ellis, Lewis's brother, is enjoying some Fortnite while we all just kind of hang out and relax from the day. After this, I'm going to go ahead and take Bear out for a walk. This is my favorite part of the day because it's a good time for her and I to hang out, and she really enjoys it as well. So usually we just go for about a 10 to 15 minute walk. It's just some girl time between her and I, which I really enjoy. And then we are going to go ahead and close out for the night. I always do this before I go to sleep, so I'm just going to tie my hair up and make sure it's out of my face. We are using the Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover, and I just concentrate around my eyes because that's where I tend to wear the most makeup. And then after that, we're going to follow up with the Clinique Clarifying Lotion, step 2. Or I think that's skin type 2. And I just put it everywhere, all over my face, make sure it's getting rid of all of my impurities. And then I follow it up with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. I use this in the morning and at night. I just think it gives me a great base for the next day, and it keeps my skin pretty clear. Brush my teeth before bed. And now we're moving on to hair. So I just usually kind of braid my hair or something like that when I'm not planning on washing it so that it stays nice and smooth for the next day, and that just helps because I'm kind of a crazy sleeper. But yeah, and then that's basically the end of my day. I just use this time to kind of care for myself and relax myself before bed, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of these videos or if you want to see anything in this video in more depth, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for watching, and have an awesome day, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.